Emotions, reactions, emotions, reactions. No. Okay, emotions, reactions. I don't know. What do I want to do? Anyway, maybe emotions, reactions, influence, right? Like, imagine how much influence it takes to create a reaction. Imagine how much influence reaction, an emotion to create an emotion, reaction, and how much influence does it create? How much influence does an emotion create? Does a reaction create? Right, into something or somebody else, right? And like the impact, the effects, the reactions, the natural reactions of shit. Is your environment, is your everything. Like how you cope with shit. It's in how you take things in, like how you listen to advice, right? Like, man, see the different, like, I don't know, man. See, I don't know if I want to get into this. I don't know if I want to get into schools, right? I don't know if I want to get into schools like homeschooling, 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 and going to school, right? An example, man. They're annoying little shits, man. Fuck off. Anyway, look. So homeschooling and going to school, right? The difference. Like, you go to school, you see all your fucking friends and everybody around you influencing you and shit. Like, oh, they're like this, you're like this. You start liking shit similarly. You start like, depending on how much influence, right? And so they imagine they influence you and you influence others, right? Imagine, right, the reactions, like, because of the reactions, your emotions react a certain way, like your brain, right, your mind reacts a certain way around certain people, right? All of that shit, right? Around certain energies, right? The influence of energies, right? Emotions, energy, right? Emotions, energy, intentions, right? Thoughts, ideas, emotions, energies, right? Fucking shit, man. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Everything goes with one another. Like, everything goes hand in hand. That's why it's like everything together and shit, right? Remember fucking shit, man. Okay, anyway. The inner child, right? You build shit up, you're like, oh shit, I wanna cry in front of these people. Oh shit, this is the friend that would make fun of me for crying and shit. Oh, what the fuck? They're like, I can't say this in front of this friend. Oh shit, I can't cry about this in front of this friend. I don't wanna cry because then I'm gonna have to say what the fuck I'm crying about, and I don't wanna talk about what the fuck I'm crying about in front of these specific people and shit like that, right? You're like, oh, what the fuck? I I can't cry right here. I have to hold it. I'll cry later if I need to cry. Or some people don't want to cry at all. They're like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm not. I don't want to feel like that. You're like, you know what? If I cry, it's not gonna be right now. And so you fucking hold that shit. You hold that shit. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, you hold that shit. You hold your fucking tears, you hold those fucking emotions, those feelings, right? Those nerve fucking reactions and heart reactions and brain reactions and mind reactions, consciousness reactions and shit. You hold them. You hold them and they get stored in places as energy or, yeah, well, usually, right? Energy, fascia and shit like that. But anyway, you gotta transmute that shit. All build up, you gotta transmute that shit. Look at this. Look at what they're doing to me. Look at this. Look at this in my mind. Look at these sensations in my brain. Yeah, look at that. That's weird. That feels weird. I feel like they're blowing air on your brain. Yeah, that's how it fucking feels. Stop doing that shit. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. You so it's like the bottle, right? Bottle. You hold them, and instead of the tears coming out of your shit, you out of your eyes, right? Instead of tears coming out of your eyes, they go into the bottle. The bottle fucking fills up after time. Eventually, it starts pouring little by little. You can't even take shit no more. You can't even hold shit no more. You try to hold something and you still tear up a little, like you let out a tear or two, right? That's when it's full. That's barely full. And you keep holding shit in. Bottle's full, remember, you keep holding shit in. Eventually, if it's a lot, it fucking, it drops the bottle, right? It knocks the bottle down. Tears, right? Pressure of the fucking tears. Knocks the fucking bottle over. And then you fucking break down because it's like, it's all fucking, everything that you've been fucking holding, the tension and the pressure and all that shit, fucking, the toxicity basically, right? The anger, the fucking resentment, all of that shit, jealousy, anger, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever the fuck that is. I mean, you're not supposed to be crying over jealousy or none of that shit, feel any type of way about that shit. Still, the point is, energy gets stored, right? Emotions get stored, thoughts get stored into your chakras and shit, your fucking lungs and your fucking limbs and shit, your fucking skin, fucking nails, like a bunch of shit, your blood cells, all of that shit, fucking brain cells, all of that. Right, your systems. Your systems in your body, the systems of your body, the systems of your vehicle, the systems of your temple, systems of your antenna. You gotta transmute those. You gotta dissolve that shit. You gotta cleanse those places. You gotta release that shit. You gotta transmute it. Yeah, all of your systems and shit, right? Everywhere where the body has ever been documented to store energy and thoughts and any of that shit, right? Yeah, not negative, but yeah, all of that shit. You transmute all of that shit, pinpoint them. Who is it? Where is it? See, you find all of those. Find all of those, yeah. Go. Okay. Don't. I don't know. Anyway, no. See that. Okay, but still, I don't know. So then you start being moody and shit, man. You can't hold nothing else in when your fucking bottle's getting full and shit. Your shits are all like clogged up and shit when shit like that. Like, no. I don't mean to change anything to that. No. Yeah, no. But when you're like that, that's what that means. There's places within your body, maybe, or your mind, or your brain, or your spirit, or anywhere in your body there might be buildups of toxicities, right? Stored in places of your body over time. Buildups, clusters of shit. Imagine, like, you gotta get rid of that shit. You gotta fix all of that shit. Yeah, you gotta fix all of that shit. Comprehend all of that shit instantly. That process, all that was. Process that shit. Process that shit. You're welcome. But yeah, process all of that shit. And then transmute all of it. Shit. Okay. So, look. No, to look. So to transmute all of that shit that's stored in like anywhere in your bodies, different bodies. That way, you have nothing that is not you. You being you, with clarity, with more like balance, more alignment, more emotional balance, more emotional peace. More peace in general. Right? Because how would you know how good it feels like? How would you know how feeling good feels like without knowing how to feel good? Right? Without learning how to feel good. Right? And most of you, that's the reason that you, like, why you're toxic and shit. Because you're holding, you had been holding that shit for long enough to make it like that. So that's what I mean, influence. And it's not just your environment, it's not just the people. It's a bunch of shit all at once. That's why you have to be cleansing. That's why you have to be showering. That's why you have to be going to nature and shit. Grounding. Spending time in nature. Reconnecting. Realigning. Rebalancing. Recalibrating. I know that. Actually, that's a lot of words. That means good, that means well. That's emotional healing. Like that. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get out of there. Take a breath. Where are you? Okay, see, and I said that shit. Okay, now I have to say that because I don't know if I'm gonna hear it on the video. Okay, no. So you may not carry that knowledge with you, and within you, within your mind and within your heart, as wisdom for you to be able to teach it and help others heal. Teach others how to heal.